My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. Well, I'll tell you all that as I've done these kittens in the past, it just so happened that there were some changes about them that needed to be made, and I will tell you that there was a certain cat I used to make from an older one of these patterns. It kind of had a straight back and all, and people thought it looked like a dog. Tried to make this one a little more detailed so it would be a little more recognizable, and this time around my mother looked at it and thought it was a dog. So there's just going to be different little things we're going to do to try to make some changes around this. So I'll say that might be a good idea to kind of use a little paint here, and I will say that the one that I carved in the last two videos is currently in the oil to soak. So kind of turns out that this is the other one I was showing you that was already finished in the last two videos, but good little idea would be to just paint little ears in there, try to just get it so it's going to have kind of a nice little kitten appeal. Use a little pink to paint in the insides of the ears, and this is what we come out with right here. And I'll kind of tell you all as we go a little further along. There's probably just some things we're going to do as far as making the rest of the color. Got a little jar of water in the floor from which I'm kind of like rinsing out the brush just now, and I will say that it's kind of quiet in the house. That's kind of the reason why my voice is a little bit softer in this video. Sometimes there's other noise I kind of feel like I have to talk over during the daytime, but this is being recorded at night. And what you see here is we got the little pink right in there. Sometimes for a little eye color we can use a little green, and what you'd find pretty interesting is that the last time around that I made some cats like these from a different pattern, the way people thought they looked so much like dogs, I was thinking that the next time around I might just actually consider maybe painting them a little more and making them look a little more festive. That might probably be a neat idea, I thought. So we're going to take a little green and use it to kind of make the eyes of the kitty cat and see where that's going to come in. Try to make it look more cat-like and a little less dog-like. But I say the last time we did this, sometimes when you carve things a little flat planed like this, it's hard to kind of make them exactly what they're supposed to be or get people to see them as what they're supposed to be. So we kind of got a little green in there for the eyes. Might just kind of close a little things up here now, and I say just do a little painting in for the muzzle here and kind of try to see what we can do. Maybe I'd say it would be a good idea, since we used the pink for the ears, maybe use it for the nose as well. Try to kind of get a little pink right in and see, like, get its little nose right in its little shape there. And it might still look a little dog-like at first, but we're just going to try to kind of make it come out a little bit better, and maybe, just maybe, try to get a little coloration in. Probably just come down to where we try to make little whiskers. It's just kind of a strange little thought, I guess. And with what we have, we're going to make kind of things like that, where it's all just going to be kind of, just a special little idea, and we got the nose in just like that, but we can't guarantee it's going to look like a kitty cat nose. It's probably going to look more like a doggy nose, but of all little things we have to do, we can just kind of like get a little something in here where we just take the color out and, just, I'd say kind of like take a little white paint and come down to where we're going to try to put in a little something for the little mouth here, and come down to where, of course, this time around it might have more of a kitty cat type of face like it's supposed to have. And I think I came to realize that the cats I've seen before like this, that were shaped like this and made out of wood and painted black, they had faces painted into them that kind of gives you a little bit more insight as to what they all just really, really, really are, and what we kind of do when we make things out just to be the little freaking shape we want them just to come to be. And oh, messes, messes, messes. They just kind of take up and take all the way of little things, Sometimes when we make a little mess, it's just going to be strange little thought like we have. And come down to where I say, how about we just paint in little whiskers to make out the face? We kind of got the whiskers on one side like this. We can kind of make the whiskers on the other side, and they don't have to be perfectly exact, but we can kind of make them so they're just going to shine out like a little bit, and see what we have here. And sometimes, just sometimes, it kind of helps us a little bit just to try adding a little pizzazz to our work. And I'll tell you all that after this paint dries up, there may be another time when we could come back and maybe add some more stuff, but I'd say this is what's going to be good for right now. So I'll tell you all, as far as what we got here, that this is going to be what we're going to have. And maybe, just maybe, when we get down to the end, we might just kind of end up taking a little thought and maybe, just maybe, kind of like taking some a wood burner or some black paint and make a little pupil in the eye. So that's going to be a nice little kitty to have around and to keep around. The interesting little thing is that, like I say, this could be quite a good decoration to have at Halloween. So now we're coming down to the point where it's about time to end the video, so hope you all can have a blessed day. Well, again, I'm going to continue the video here, and as I said before, I'm recording late at night, so that's kind of why I'm just a little bit lower voiced here. But as for what we're going to do right now, it is time to do something we do in a different corner of the basement, and that's currently where I keep the wood burner right now. So there's probably something we're going to do with the pupils of the eyes, and we are going to take the wood burner and burn the pupils right in, just like that. That kind of makes it look so much like the eye of a cat. So come along to this side here, burn another one right in. So as of what we do here, we kind of see just how this little thing has turned out now. And finally, I need to say that that will be all for the evening. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.